I thought filing for bankruptcy meant game over, and it turns out it actually saved my life and allowed me to restart. Hey, I'm Ben, I'm the co-founder of Upsolve, and years ago I was $60,000 in credit card debt after a business that I started collapsed. And I was driving for Uber, for Lyft, for Instacart 60 plus hours a week, and I still ended up on food stamps. But bankruptcy gave me a way out. See, I didn't lose everything. I didn't ruin my future. And in fact, like, the reason that I got to rebuild my life, to raise my family with stability, and to start a nonprofit to help other people do the same was because of bankruptcy. But back then, like, I believed every myth about bankruptcy that you've probably heard too. So in this video, we're gonna walk through the 20 biggest myths that keep people stuck, and we're gonna break them down one by one. Let's get into it. Myth number one: I will lose everything if I file bankruptcy. Most people think bankruptcy means giving up your home, your car, your savings, but that's not how it works. In fact, in most cases, you get to keep the things that you need to live and work. Federal and state laws protect basic stuff like your car, your furniture, and your retirement accounts. Most people who file bankruptcy keep everything. Myth number two: everyone's gonna know that I filed bankruptcy. Bankruptcy is technically public record, but unless you're a celebrity, no one's looking. And there's no alert that goes out to your friends or your family. It doesn't alert your employer, and it doesn't show up on your resume. In most professions, it's not going to affect your licensing or your career at all. So the truth, most people will never know that you filed bankruptcy unless you tell them. Myth number three: bankruptcy is going to ruin my credit forever. Bankruptcy does show up on your credit report, but most people start rebuilding their credit within a year. What usually wrecks your score even more than bankruptcy is missing payments month after month. Bankruptcy wipes the slate clean, so you can start making those payments on time, which boosts your credit. Filing bankruptcy is often the first step towards better credit, not the last nail in your credit coffin. Myth number four: bankruptcy is only for irresponsible people. If you're lazy, if you don't work hard, bankruptcy is for you. Everybody else, no. This one pisses me off because most people who file have been working really hard to stay afloat. They faced divorce, job loss, medical bills, failed businesses like I did. That was me, and I was working super hard. The thing was, it didn't matter how much I worked, right? Like, I couldn't dig myself out from under my debt. And the truth is that filing doesn't mean you're reckless. It means you've been through a lot and you deserve a reset. Myth number five: I will never own a home after I file bankruptcy. Bankruptcy doesn't block you from buying a home. In fact, most people who file are mortgage eligible again in just a few years, sometimes even sooner. The house that I'm in right now, I bought after filing bankruptcy. Bankruptcy can actually get you closer to owning a home, not further away. Myth number six: I need more fingers. I'll be banned from using credit ever again after I file. Nope. Most people get a credit card offer within weeks of filing bankruptcy, and some people qualify for secured credit cards right away. The key is how you use that credit moving forward, because bankruptcy gives you a clean slate to do that, to make credit work for you instead of against you. Myth number seven: filing bankruptcy will ruin your career. Filing doesn't stop you from getting a job. Private employers generally can't deny you for filing, and most professional licenses like law, nursing, insurance aren't affected at all. When I filed, I thought law school, which was like my future dream, was completely off the table. But I went to law school, and now I help others through bankruptcy. Bankruptcy doesn't ruin your future, it helps you reach that future. Myth number eight: bankruptcy means you failed financially. No, 1,000 times no. It means that the system has failed you. Living paycheck to paycheck while debt snowballs isn't a moral issue, it's math, and bankruptcy is a legal tool to give you a path forward. The truth: bankruptcy is a step towards self-respect, not shame. Myth number nine: bankruptcy wipes out all of your debt. No, but it does get rid of most unsecured debts like credit cards, personal loans, medical bills, payday loans, but some debts like recent taxes, student loans, child support, those are harder to discharge and they won't go away in bankruptcy. The truth: bankruptcy can clear a massive chunk of what's holding you back, even if it doesn't erase everything. Myth 10: married couples have to file together, and so one person's bankruptcy is going to affect the other person. Not at all. You can file individually, even if you're married. The truth: you can file alone, even if you share finances with a partner. Myth 11: you can only file bankruptcy once ever, and so you better get it right the first time. You can file more than once. There are just time limits between those filings. Bankruptcy isn't a one and done forever. If something big changes down the road, you still have options. Myth 12: bankruptcy will trigger an IRS audit. Nope. The IRS doesn't automatically flag bankruptcy cases for audits. You do have to report your income and assets honestly, but that's not the same thing as being investigated. Myth number 13: you can go to jail for filing bankruptcy. Absolutely not. Filing for bankruptcy is a legal right. It's not a crime. You'd have to commit fraud, like hiding money or lying on your forms to get in legal trouble. Just filing? 100% legal. And by the way, you can make mistakes on your forms and it's still okay. I got through, I got freedom on the other side, and you can too. Bankruptcy doesn't lead to jail, it leads to relief. Myth number 14. People will see my bankruptcy and they will think less of me. Again, bankruptcy is public record, but most people don't know how to access that info or have any reason to. Your social circle and your employers will likely never know. And here's the really cool thing. Like, I talk about my bankruptcy all the time, right? I'm in a video talking to you about it right now. And every time I talk to somebody, I'm amazed how often people are like, oh, I filed bankruptcy, or I thought about filing bankruptcy, or I know someone that did, or can you tell me more about that? Filing is totally private unless you choose to share it, and there can actually be like a lot of joy in sharing it. I think we're too ashamed to talk about things like this, and I don't think we should be. Myth 15, I will lose my home if I file bankruptcy. In most cases, no, you don't lose your home. If your home is protected by the homestead exemption and you're up to date in your payments, you'll likely keep it. And if you don't own a home, say you're renting, often bankruptcy can protect you from eviction during the bankruptcy proceedings. So if you're falling behind, filing might even help you catch up on those payments. The truth about bankruptcy is it often helps people stay in their homes, not make them lose their homes. Myth number 16, I will never be able to buy a car again after I file bankruptcy. Totally not true. You definitely will be able to buy again. A lot of people get car loans within a year of filing, sometimes even sooner. Some even get to keep the cars they had before the bankruptcy and the car loans that they had before the bankruptcy after their bankruptcy concludes if they're current on their payments. The truth about bankruptcy and car loans? Filing doesn't stop you from driving, it helps you move forward with dignity. Myth 17, bankruptcy will cost me way more than it'll save me, and so it's just not worth it. Nope, not at all. There's a court filing fee and a credit course fee, but a lot of people qualify for fee waivers, and the debt that they get rid of can be worth tens of thousands of dollars like it was for me. The truth is that if you're eligible, bankruptcy can save you way more than it costs, especially if you use a tool like Upsolve to file for free. Myth number 18, I will lose my retirement when I file bankruptcy. Most retirement accounts like 401ks and IRAs are actually protected from bankruptcy by federal law. So the truth is that bankruptcy protects your future. You generally don't have to spend your retirement to get relief, and you're generally not going to lose it when you file bankruptcy. Myth 19, I will be denied loans forever after I file bankruptcy. Not at all. Most people start rebuilding their credit fast after bankruptcy and qualify for loans in just a few years. My credit has not been an issue since bankruptcy. The truth about bankruptcy is it actually improves your chances of borrowing in the long run by clearing out old, bad debt and helping you get current on your payments. Myth number 20. Bankruptcy means that my financial life is over. Absolutely not. For a lot of people, myself included, bankruptcy is the first real chance that they get to breathe. I was buried in debt. I was on food stamps. I was scared to tell anybody what was really going on, and I didn't see a path forward because every cent that I earned by working harder just went to pay off my credit card. So how could I save? How could I invest? How could I go to school? I was trying to do the things that I was supposed to do to get ahead, but my debt was taking all of my money away from me. Bankruptcy helped me get my life back. It helped the work that I was doing actually matter towards building a financial future. And I owe what I have today, honestly, to filing bankruptcy. It was the start of that journey for me. Bankruptcy is not the end. It's the beginning of your second chance at taking control of your finances. So if you're feeling stuck, if you're scared, you're ashamed, please know you're not alone. Millions of people file for bankruptcy every year, and we've helped thousands of them at Upsolve. Most people who file wish they'd done it sooner. Like basically everybody that I talk to after filing says, oh my God, I wish I had known about this 3 years ago, and I wish that I'd done it sooner. That was the case for me, and it's the case with most people I talk to. So at Upsolve, we're a nonprofit, and we help people understand their rights, and if they're eligible, we help them file bankruptcy for free. So if you want to see if bankruptcy is the right move for you, tap the link in the description to get started. And let us know your questions and concerns about bankruptcy. If you want to learn more about bankruptcy debt and how to finally get free, check out the rest of the videos on our channel. We're here for you, we believe in you, and we're excited to see your new financial future.